Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and we are back live on a Monday evening, a little bit later than what I hoped to be live at, so apologies for that, but Max Monday has already started on Pokemon Go. We're going to head out and do a few of the featured Dynamax Pokemon of this evening, and it is Dynamax Wailmer. Now, of course, Wailmer shouldn't be too difficult to take down. It is a level 2 though, so it might be a little bit more difficult than the normal level 1s, but it is going to cost 400 max particles each time as well, which is going to be a little bit annoying, especially with the Dynamax Ho-Oh max battle weekend we've had. We've not got too many particles, although we should be able to do around about 4 or 5 of these, hopefully. But we're just going to head to our first one this evening. We've got a Lego balloon here. Looks like that could be another code, or oh, we've already had that code before from the Lego. There's around about 13 of those codes already been released. For anybody who is collecting them, there is a website online with them all on. If you just type it on Google, you'll be able to find all the codes on there. But let's see what research tasks we've got. Use 5 berries to help catch Pokemon. We can do that one quite easy. And earn 10,000 XP. So this Dynamax battle should help with that challenge. So it's going to obviously recommend Toxtricity as an attacker, because of course electric is super effective against water. So it's going to recommend that. We've also got Gengar and Eternatus leading the line as well, so hopefully Gengar is going to stay in the battle for this. We are just going to go with recommended and see what we can do. It's very cold and windy tonight where I am. It is not very nice weather. Luckily not raining though. That's definitely a positive, I'd say, but it is very, very windy, as you may be able to hear on my mic. Apologies if you can. Hey Sarah, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Hopefully having a good day. Why are you breathing so heavily? Perhaps the mic is a bit too close to me mouth. Let me just adjust that. I'm walking around while I'm doing this, so, and it's very cold. Let me just tilt that microphone down a little bit, just so it doesn't pick up the breathing too much. Put it on there instead. May help things a little bit. Yeah, hopefully that's a little bit better. I'm fine. You in London? You sound British. No, I'm close towards Manchester. If you've heard of Alton Towers, I'm not far away from Alton Towers theme park. 784 Wailmer. Towards Manchester way. And 784 is terrible. Actually, one of the worst Wailmers you can get, 784. So it's not a good start to the evening. Not a good start at all. So let's use some berries to help do that research task. Like I say, we are working on the research task towards that shiny Keldeo as well. We've got to do so many research tasks to be able to get our encounter with shiny Keldeo. Now the plan was to hopefully do that this evening, but I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. It may be tomorrow during our Spotlight Hour live stream tomorrow. So if you're free the same time tomorrow, then you may be lucky enough to tune in and see me get a shiny Keldeo and see what CP it is as well. So the first Wailmer evening was not particularly good, was it? 10, 11, 10. It's definitely one of the worst starts that we've had to a Max Monday before. There's a few more around here, and we should be able to cut the walkie ones now that we saved from before. So we've got 3 more Dynamaxes that we can do at 400 max particles each. So again, let's spin that research stop. Grass types. Don't know if there's many grass types about at the moment. Bug type there, another bug type here. Don't know if a grass type task is going to be very favourable for us. Do you play PUBG? No, I don't, unfortunately. I think it's getting quite a big thing now, isn't it, PUBG? So I've definitely got more of a fan base more recently. So use 5 berries to help catch Pokemon again. Right, okay. Yeah, unfortunately I don't play it. Sorry to disappoint. One player left for game. That's a shame. Is it one of those where you've got to have a certain amount of players then? Like you've got to have a squad. You can't just... Like I know with other games, like with Fortnite and stuff like that, you can either do like a duos or a trios and stuff like that. Is it a game where you've got to have a certain amount of people? Right, so you've got to have a 4-member squad. Right, okay, fair enough. Right, okay. So yeah, with three people, you're sort of like, it's a bit of a loss. You need an extra one to make it up to a squad. Yeah, I understand. That's a little bit annoying that somebody left. Hopefully you find another squad member soon. I think I'd be terrible at those sort of things, those sort of games. I just get really frustrated when people like shoot at me and stuff. When people kill me on those sort of games, I just get really frustrated. It's sort of like you control a job, innit? At least I don't get that angry with Pokemon Go. It's not as competitive, I suppose. So use another berry, we can complete another research task here. And then we'll jump into this Dynamax again. Dynamax Wailmer. And this time we've gone for Rillaboom, or it's automatically gone for. So we're just using recommended squads. We haven't set up a team for this. Unfortunately, it didn't break. Yeah, it does get so rage-inducing, it's unreal. Those sort of games really does get so rage-inducing. Especially when you're doing so well and then just randomly you end up getting popped off. It's just so annoying, because by that stage you're just so engrossed in the game. Don't worry, Jonathan has arrived. He is in the comments. Thanks very much for joining, Jonathan. Better late than never. For both of us, that is. But again, I know you're like 3 days behind, so it's nice to have you here 3 days in advance to your normal busy schedule. You talk about being late. I know, exactly. Exactly. I can't say anything, can I? I started a live stream tonight around about 20 minutes after what I wanted to, but hey ho. 787. I don't think that's any good. I don't think that's much better than what we had to start off with. It's not a good start. Which game is this? So, I know it's Pokemon Go. Yeah, so it's Pokemon Go. It's now the 10th anniversary of Pokemon Go this year. It's been out since 2016. And it'll be 10 years this year in the summer. So yeah, it's a big year for the game. It's unbelievable that it's been out for 10 years. But yeah, it is one of those games which is, it's sort of like really addictive. Like I've spoke to a lot of people that they never even used to play Pokemon or never liked Pokemon before, but because their kids or whatever have got into it, and it was just something we did with the kids, they've now really got hooked. It's one of those games that if you are into like collecting things, like if you are a bit of a collectaholic, you like to complete the sets of stuff that you do collect and one thing and another, then it is one of those games that just gets you hooked, because as soon as you start collecting them, you just got to collect them all. Hey Vincent, how are you? Thanks for joining me, man. Hopefully you're doing good. Yes, Jonathan, I'm doing good now. Hopefully I've managed to sort a few things out, so roll me up. Looking for 838. Right, okay. We've had nothing over 800 CP so far. We've had nothing over 790, which is terrible. So yeah, 838. Thanks for that, Jonathan. I'm selling my entire Pokemon collection. What, on Pokemon Go or in like the trainer cards? Do you mean Pokemon Go collection or trainer card collection? My cards, right? Show me what you've got. You'll have to send me a few photos of what you got. Have you got any graded cards? Have you got any Gengars? I may be interested. You'll have to drop me a message afterwards. Look at Campfire. Okay, I will do. I won't do it now because there's other private conversations on Campfire that I don't want to be live streaming. But yeah, I'll do it afterwards. I need to use berries. Make 3 grape throws. We haven't managed to do that yet. Right, we've done it. Give your buddy 3 treats. Let's quickly do that. So we are just trying to race through as many research tasks as possible to try and get anywhere near that shiny Keldeo research. Hey, recently hit best friends. Congrats on that. The Dene, no shiny, but it's only a research task we're on about. So, in terms of research tasks, we are 72 out of 100. Once we've done that, we will get our shiny. Did we? Vincent just doesn't know. But yeah, 72 out of 100. Once we do that special research task, we will get our shiny Keldeo encounter, which is going to be really cool. I just hope that we get a decent stat one, because Keldeo is actually really, really useful. Out of all the mythicals, it is probably one of the most useful Pokemon. So I do really hope that we get a good one. Right, okay, yeah, I'll try and match up with you this time around. Have I, before you state it, have we interacted today? I think we've already interacted, but I'll send you a gift. How's that? Take a snapshot of a wild Pokemon again. It's another easy task to do. And then let's spin 2 stops here. One of these maybe win a max battle or something like that. So let's spin them before we do a Wailmer. No, we have make 5 nice throws. And spin 3 Pokestops. That's quite a nice one to do, isn't it? We've also got to send so many gifts with a sticker on them, I believe. So let's just send a couple of those now. There we go, that's that challenge done. Even though it didn't really want to pop up saying it was being completed, we have managed to do it. So our next Dynamax, Wailmer. Like I say, we've only got a couple more that we can do, this one and one more. So not many that we're going to be able to do tonight. One, because of course the Dynamax Ho-Oh Max Battle Weekend has pretty much taken all of our particles away. So we couldn't pre-save any on Sunday. And of course I don't really want to be spending any particle packs on the likes of Dynamax Wailmer. It's not a very good one to be getting. Of course, nice if it was shiny, but not something I want to be spending additional money on to try and get. And of course, it is 400 max particles with each battle because it is a level 2, annoyingly. Don't know why they made Wailmer a level 2, but it is. So that means it is 400 max particles instead of the normal 250 for a level 1. So that is, of course, having a massive effect on how many we can do tonight as well. I'm switching it to Gengar. I don't know why. I'm so used to switching into the 3rd one as the attacker. Yeah, you've definitely got me interested now, Vince. I'm interested in knowing what you've got. I'll have to have a look in a bit. So there is Gengar, defeated Wailmer. I do wonder how does Wailmer's evolution look in Dynamax form. You know what? I'll show you in a minute. How about that? I will evolve one at the end of this and show you. But here we have 823. That's not a bad one. I can live with that. That is not a bad one. It is definitely better than all the others we've had this evening so far. 100%. We may actually have one in a 3-star. 15 off, right, okay. So just as I'm getting me hopes up and speaking positive, I get shot down by Jonathan, bringing me back down to realisation that we're still 15 off. 823 though, not bad. 93, 14, 13, 15 on the stats. I can live with that. I can live with that. Selling everything together. Okay, I'll have a look. No worries at all. Right, let me catch a couple of water type Pokemon. We've got to see it in battle. Right, okay. Let's see what we can do. So if we type in Wailmer and Dynamax. Oh, we've already done one. Hey, look at that. We've already done a Dynamax Wailord. It just looks like a massive cargo ship. I mean, it's worse than the one we had before. In fact, I'm going to delete that one. And I'm going to evolve the one we've just got, because that one's better. So let's do that. No, it's 400 candies, but still, it's Wailmer. It's probably going to be featured on an event somewhere where it has a shiny boost in a couple of weeks. So it's probably going to be everywhere. So it's not like we've desperately need the candies for us. Look at him. It's Wailord. It's massive. Let's go into a Dynamax battle with our huge Wailmer and see. Let's run an experiment to see if Wailord can beat Wailmer. It might be the first time ever. It's cargo ship. What are you going to do? It might be the first time ever streamed anywhere, and you might be the very first people to watch this. Wailord versus Wailmer in a Dynamax battle. This is a first for everybody in the world. It actually looks tiny. I'm not going to lie, I thought it was going to be bigger than that. It actually looks really, really small. That looks so tiny. That actually looks tiny. I'm not... That's ridiculous. There's a meme here somewhere where he says he's got a big one, but he hasn't. There's some sort of meme here. Wailmer hit him with a heavy slam, but we're still... Get it! Hey Andy, how are you? We're trying out an experiment, Andy. I'm not a novice at this, but we are trying out an experiment to see if our Dynamax Wailord can beat Dynamax Wailmer. Just for the hell of it. Just for the sakes of it. Now it looks massive. I knew there was going to be some jokes in here. Come on, Wailord. Now, I haven't powered up any of its max moves, so just bearing in mind it is still level 1. Hey, Asteroid, how are you? I'm probably going to have to explain myself to everybody who joins the stream right now, because the fact I'm using a Wailord against a Wailmer is just ridiculous. But we're here. Is Wailord going to beat Wailmer? I haven't powered it up. I haven't maxed out any of its moves. I've got to max it at least. I may not have to. We may survive it. Come on, Wailord. I've got to dodge. I've got to dodge. Have I dodged? I've dodged. Not very effective. Come on, Wailord. If Wailord manages to pull this off, this is like, you know, a YouTube first for everybody, I think. I like the fact that Wailord's got better teeth than I have. That's always good. We may actually do this. We may actually do this. Wailord, use Blizzard. Come on, Wailmer. Don't attack me now. Oh, this is going to be very close. This is the ultimate of battling on Pokemon Go. You have not seen a battle like this. Forget Mew versus Mewtwo. Forget Dialga versus Palkia. This is the ultimate battle. Wailord against Wailmer. Can it be done? Can it be done? No! He's beating us! He is beating us! Eternatus had to come in and just finish it off, but Wailmer beat us. No. Oh no. That is just like, you know, that is the biggest epic battle I think we've ever seen. I think, you know, to put it into perspective, you probably have to have like I don't know, like about 4 or 5 different football stadiums put together to sort of host that size of battle. You can only just imagine that, couldn't you? Right, can we get a good one? No, we can't. It's over 800, but it's not better than the one we've just evolved. 817, and it wasn't even shiny. I mean, all that, and it could at least give me a shiny. But there you go, people. You may have just witnessed one of the most epic battles that you never knew you wanted to see in your life. Wailord against Wailmer. Brilliant. We may have to do that some more. we may have to do that some more often in these sort of Dynamaxes. If we have a silly Dynamax like Wailmer is tonight, we may have to do that more often, because that was actually really fun. We need redemption for a cargo ship. Yeah, I'm going to have to heal him, aren't I? He's like proper down and out at the moment. We need to... I tell you what, I will save my particles from tomorrow. I won't use them. And when we get to Spotlight Hour tomorrow night, we are going to revenge the Wailord's death. We are going to have Wailmer and serve him up on a platter using our Wailord. We are going to take revenge on that Wailmer. You mark my words, we're going to have it. So yeah, that is going to be tomorrow's stream. We're going to do Spotlight Hour, and we're also going to do a second part of that epic battle. So you cannot miss it. If there's any reason to join in, that is the reason. Wailmer versus Wailord Part 2. The epic finale. Right, I'm waffling rubbish now, as most of you probably can hear. Will it be maxed by then? No, I think we might just power it up a couple of times, because we don't need to max it. We got that close. So I think maxing it is just, it's not going to do it justice. I think we need to be close enough where it's going to be an epic battle like it was. I think we just power it up a couple of times. Yeah, when am I not waffling? That's right. So if we go Wailord now, so this was, for those who are actually interested in what we managed to get this evening, this was our best one of the evening, which we evolved into Wailord. We got a 14, 13, 15. And I think we power this up until it gets to 1500 CP. 1508. I reckon that's the level of which we power it up to. And we try again tomorrow using that. We won't power up any of its max moves. What does it max out at? I think Jonathan asked me to open his gift then as well. I'll do that in a second, Jonathan. So Wailord maxes out at 2,539 CP, which is pretty low for something as big as what Wailord gets. But still, I think we'll leave it at 1,500 and see what we can do tomorrow if we can take down Wailmer using Wailord. So right, let's open up our Jonathan's gift. There you go. Oh no, did that not open? What happened then? Oh, it did open. It's just been a little bit weird. Message me when you can. Yeah, I will do, Vince. No worries. Astro asked you to open that gift. Oh, Astro did. Sorry. I'm used to reading the chat. When somebody asks me to open a gift, I'm used to reading the chat and seeing it be John, because he is the one that always nags. But yeah, of course, Astro, I will do. Between me and you, Astro, John nags me all the time. No worries. Again, I think it's done it. Yeah, it has done it. It's weird. It's not showing that it sent the gift or opened the gift after I've done it. I have to go off a friends list and redo it. But there you go. What's Pokemon Go without these bugs and glitches every now and again? It wouldn't be the game we love, would it? No, it'd be so much better. But anyway, right, we've got 2 candies, walking with your buddy. We've got to catch water types as well. So let's do that. If Piplup remains in the ball. That is true. If I did open it regularly, I wouldn't have to be nagged. That is very true. I think it's time for incense. You may be right. We may have time for a little bit of incense. We might not be able to have enough time for a whole half an hour. But let's do some incense. I want to see if there's a raid we can do, because I do need to win a raid. I don't care what it is. We might do a Haunch Crow. I know that sounds really weird, but unless anybody wants to do a Fairy form Tornadus, if anybody wants to do that in the comments, then let me know. Even if you haven't got me added as a friend, I can add you, and then we can do it. Should be something that's quite doable, I would say, if anybody is interested in it. I think most people are going to be saving their remote raid passes for the likes of Dialga and Palkia that are going to be coming out later this week, no doubt. And probably most people have spent their remote raid passes on what we did have on Ho-Oh this last weekend. How did everyone get on with Ho-Oh, by the way? Let me know in the comments. Did anyone get any shiny ones? Is it good in any way, shape, or... No. No. Fairy form Tornadus is rubbish. All the Fairy forms are rubbish. And Namorous is probably the best one, which is the Fairy one. But again, the Fairy form which comes out on Valentine's Day will be better than the Incarnate form. So, yeah, all the ones that sit in a cloud are rubbish, pretty much. You have to wait for the Fairy forms to come out. I think somebody just commented down below, but I missed it, so I'll catch your comment in a minute when we next get another comment come through. I wasted my remote raid pass on a Ho-Oh. We didn't beat it with 4 people. That is so annoying. It is really annoying that if we don't remote invite you back, you can't. You just end up losing it. It is so annoying. It's unreal. Yes, you may get your particles back, but why can't you get your raid pass back if you don't manage to do it? It's so annoying. So yeah, unfortunately, very unfortunate to hear about that. The primals are coming back during the Kalos. That is right. I think we're on the Tuesday, I believe, are we? It's on the... There's like a week-long event leading up to the Kalos tour, and there's going to be a raid hour on each evening, and they're going to have a chance of having a special background as well. Would you change me a Zamazenta shield for a Zapdos? Would I trade you? Is that what I'm meant to say? Or have I just read that wrong? Unfortunately, I can't trade with anybody because you have to be close to each other. Mine was a 3-star 13, 13, 11. Congrats on that. Will there be additional raid passes every day for all the days in a week for the tour? I'm not too sure on that. I don't believe so. I know we've had it in the past where we've given it 1 additional raid pass each day. So that might be the case. We may get 2 every day instead of 1. That might be the case. But I don't think any details around that have been released yet. So we're probably going to have to see a little bit close to. There's normally like, if you do anything like that, there's normally going to be like a week ticket. So there'll be an additional ticket that you have to buy, and that gives you additional XP during those raids and stuff like that. A bit like a raid day ticket, but it lasts a whole week. So that may be something what happens. But again, it may already have been released, that information. We'll check the in-game news in a minute, just to see. Like I say, I think I'm going to do this Honchkrow raid, which is a bit weird, but still, I need to win a raid. I've still got yesterday's free raid pass, so we might as well use it. Even if it is on a Pokemon which can't be shiny from a raid, I don't think. Don't think Honchkrow can be shiny. But it is quite a cool flying type. Flying in dark, of course. Solo Thunderous. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Shall we have a look to see if I can or not? Let's have a quick look. So to do this, I have to go on another app called Pokegenie. There it is. And then when we're on Pokegenie, we go onto Battle Simulator where the raid bosses have loaded. And we select the weather. So the weather is rainy in game. So if we go rainy, and I haven't scanned all my Pokemon in, but you can do if you've got the Pokegenie app. But I just always go on all Pokemon, set the level to level 50, find the top counters. And yeah, the best you can do is 70, nearly 80% using all Shadow Raikus and reviving them. So that's the best you can do in this current weather. I don't think there's a weather climate where you can do any better than that. Let's just go not selected. And yeah, it looks like the best weather to take this down. Let's just have a quick look. Sunny, 76.1. Partly cloudy, 79.4. So yeah, you don't look like you're going to get anywhere over the 80%, or if you do, it's not going to be close enough to be able to do it as a solo. 76.1 there. So yeah, it does seem to be one of those annoying ones that you can't solo. 91.1 there, but that's in snowy weather, so perhaps still not soloable even then. So yeah, not the best. Not the best one to try solo, that is for sure. $531 on the Beldum, which is absolutely rubbish. Get rid of that straight away. Let's get rid of some of these 5 kilometer eggs down in these bottom slots. So yeah, we'll head up to the Honchkrow up here, just to try and do that. Don't know how easy a Honchkrow would be as a solo, but I'm guessing I can do it. I'm guessing Rampardos might be the best for this. Definitely seems to take down most flying types. 1536 Honchkrow is a 96 personal experience. Right, okay. I will try and see if we can better that. I think the Shadow Honchkrow is actually a really, really good flying type. Obviously with a 20% shadow boost, the attack boost, it does make it really, really good. But I think normal Honchkrow is actually quite decent as well. I think it's just over the years it has fell down the pecking order a little bit. Quite literally the pecking order. Super easy solo as most 3-stars. Right, okay, awesome. I think one of the most difficult solos to do as a 3-star is a Shuckle, believe it or not. It's definitely one of the most difficult. Is this a Ghastly? Boo, a dad joke. Yeah. It wasn't meant to be a dad joke, it just happened. Duskull. Not a Ghastly. Haven't seen Ghastly in Shadows for ages. I was really hoping it was in a leader this time around, but maybe next time when we're close to Halloween it might come out as a leader Pokemon. That would make sense. But very rarely does Pokemon Go make any sense. It's normally the opposite of what you expect happens. We've got Gengar on the last spot, but unfortunately you can never encounter the Pokemon that's last on a rocket grunt. So we'll do this Duskull and then we'll do the Honchkrow. And then we'll probably finish the stream there for tonight. Duskull is 131 CP. Would be quite impressive if we go into the thousands, but not this time. Or not any time. Not doable. 131 CP is a terrible Duskull. Congrats. The professor got another candy. Hey Dan, how are you? I'm just about to solo a Honchkrow for no reason whatsoever other than to use my free daily raid pass from yesterday. And we're going to with electric types by the looks of it. I'm just going to go with recommended because, of course, I don't think anybody has ever set up a team for a Honchkrow before. And I'm not going to be the first one tonight. So we're just going to go with recommended. We have got a couple of recommended Pokemon there. And I don't know why. Why is it not suggested my Shundo Zekrom? It's because it's got Dragon Moves instead. That's probably why. It's not very good with Dragon Moves. I really need to change that. From Argentina, that is awesome. I will share you my trainer code in a moment. Just bear with me while I do this raid. Ghastly's Kiki grunts alongside Duskull and Yamask. Yeah, that's right. I think Yamask only got added into it around about 3 months ago, I believe. There used to be Gollit, I believe, was also in it. So Gollit, Duskull and Ghastly, but removed Gollit and replaced it with Yamask around about 3 or 4 months ago. You are right, this is a very easy solo. I don't know what I was worried about. So Honchkrow defeated with what? Around about 125 seconds, shall we say? There we go. 123. Not a bad guesstimate. 123 seconds on the clock. Honchkrow is down and out. 15-15. Don't think is a very good one. Awesome. Garchomp is a pretty cool Pokemon, to be fair. Especially with its Mega. Mega Garchomp is really, really cool. I love the pink that the shiny goes to when it Megas. It's a bit similar to Gengar in a way because both Garchomp and Gengar don't really change that much when we go shiny. But then when we Mega, we really do make up for it. So of course Gengar going to that lovely white colour. Garchomp goes to that lovely pink colour. So yeah, we really do make up for it when we Mega. 15-15 Honchkrow is a 12-15-10 on the IVs. Not a brilliant one, but we got rid of our free raid pass from yesterday. And if we spin the gym now, we should get today's. So it means we can do an extra raid tomorrow when we do our live video tomorrow. So what's the code? I will put my trader code up on the screen in just a second. It is currently bugging out. There we go. So trader code is on the screen. For anybody who wants to add me, please do so. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel if you are adding me. Get that subscriber count up and also turn that notification bell on so you get notified for when we next go live. And then also you can use the live streams as a way of telling me off if I don't open my gifts up, a bit like Jonathan does. So if you want to make sure you get a gift from me, jump on the live stream when you get a notification that I've gone live, and then just tell me off if I haven't sent you a gift in a while. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. So let's complete that research. 11:06 on the Lapras from the winner raid task. And we may just be able to reach this Pokestop from up here. We've got catch 10 Pokemon there. And let's see what's on this Pokestop up here. And we have make 5 nice throws. So we should be able to do a couple more research with these 2 here before we finish the live stream tonight. Now, of course, like I mentioned before, we will be live for Spotlight Hour tomorrow. And Spotlight Hour is going to feature Wailmer. So it's 1 in 5 12 shiny odds for Wailmer. It has been released shiny before. It's not a new shiny by any means. So we have had it a couple of times before in different events. And I have got a lot of shiny Wailmer. So it's not one that I need to do. But it is one that is quite a nice shiny when you fully evolve it. But let me just check that out here and you'll be able to see how many we've got before going into tomorrow's Spotlight Hour. So if we type in Wailmer and shiny, you can see a lot of shinies already. So we've got 9 shiny Wailmer. Lovely little green ears on the Wailmer, and then it goes to a sort of pinkish purple when it goes to Explode there. Quite a nice looking shiny. Wildred, very much likewise. Similar sort of pinky purple there on the body colour. But yeah, it's quite a nice shiny. I don't think we've had any 3-star, 4-star shinies, have we? Let's have a quick look. 3-star, 4-star? No, we haven't. So that is one thing we can aim for tomorrow, is to try and get a 3-star, 4-star shiny Wailmer. So we've still got to catch 4 more Pokemon to do that last research task. And water types that may have to carry on until the end of the live stream. Random Wobbuffet, huge Wobbuffet from the incense. Got to go, no worries Asteroid, I will be finishing the live stream soon anyway, so thanks for joining so far. Yeah, unfortunately I don't know Spanish, unfortunately. Apologies. Uh, 1106 lapped off that research task is rubbish. Yeah, unfortunately no Spanish. I can't remember the last time I learned any Spanish, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll see what the last few spawns are on this daily adventure incense. We won't be doing it for the next 12 minutes, but let's see what the next spawn is. See if we get a glaring bird of any sort, and then we will finish our live stream. Like I say, tomorrow, same time, around about 6 PM UK time, or just before, we should be live for Wailmer Spotlight Hour, all being good. Hopefully the weather stays good for then. But yeah, all being good, we should be live for then. Spiro will finish the live stream. So that is going to be it for tonight. We've done 4 or 5 Dynamax Wailmer. We've done an epic battle between Wailord and Wailmer on a Dynamax where Wailmer just got the best of us, but we will be definitely repeating that tomorrow, and hopefully we can get the better of Wailmer the second time round. But thanks very much for joining me tonight on the live stream. Much appreciated to everybody who's got involved in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn that notification bell on, and I will see you on the next one tomorrow. Bye for now.